Today, I'd like to talk about what I think is the biggest flaw to Icarus. And before I go there, most of you who have seen my content before know I love this game. There are countless things that I think are amazing, and it's a groundbreaking game in terms of survival. Um, but there's one major flaw that I've come across thus far that I think needs some attention. Check out this conversation that me and my teammates had after we completed the payday extraction menu, which is the second exotics mission. It just feels like the juice isn't worth the squeeze, for lack of a better way of explaining this. Let me know what you think.
Dude, awesome work on that one.
Yeah,
You crushed it there.
Brothers, that was not worth it. That was nearly 10 hours of grind.
Yep.
Yeah, and I had been on since I logged in at 9, 10 o'clock last night, and played until you see me at 7 o'clock this morning.
Yep. And I think that's inherently the problem with the game. I hope, that's why I want a challenging, one that's actually challenging.
So where you have to set it up, then you have to go do that extraction, then you have to do something else. That way you're using the same shit over and over again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. I mean, we were talking about that last night, where it's like we really want to have, like I said, the bait, keep the bases that you build, but have them decay if you don't go back for them.
Interesting.
And it still falls in line with your, kind of timed missions and all that stuff. Like, it would fit that narrative,
Because we watched the trailers, and it talks about the reason why you have to get off is because superstorms come, even worse than the regular ones, and that's what kills everybody. So you have to get off planet for the storm to go over, then you land back behind it, and then you fix your stuff. So you're not spending 30 hours getting to do a hour and a half long mission,
Right. Yeah, I agree. They got to tweak something there.
So, what do you all think about this? I know that myself personally and my team obviously feels like we're putting a lot of time into these missions, and the ending, and the payoff is not necessarily worth it. I shouldn't say the payoff, because you get a good amount of exotics, and you're getting decent points from doing these. But just the mental payoff of it, like when you complete these missions, it doesn't feel great. And I'd love to see them do something a little bit more with that. It was brought up, in the trailer. They have some crazy epic trailers that they put out with awesome storyline and characters. And I think maybe involving that into the missions, and specifically the endings, to help make us feel a little more involved in the story of the game, and not just the survival and the mission aspect of it. For example, this is the ending to the payday extraction mission, and it was just lackluster. We barely even realized that we finished.
Yep. But I got trophies I could put in there, but it ain't gonna help. What just happened? Did we just finish it?
I think we did, yeah. Return with exotics. Maybe it was just 50.
Maybe it was.
Or 45, or whatever we finished at. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we just spent 30, 40 hours between all of us to do this, and that's what we get. I don't know. I just feel like I'd rather see something, like I said, with the storyline, and getting us engrossed into it. Like, maybe when we complete mining those exotics, we get some sort of animation that comes up, a cutscene where it shows you extracting them out, and then we get the story behind why exotics are so valuable, and who's fighting over them, and kind of what the impact on Icarus and life on Earth, or just different things to get us involved in the storyline, I think would be really cool. So, as an example, I'm going to play a clip from the trailer, and I'm curious how many people playing the game, or how many people watching this video, knew that this was part of the storyline. And I really think that they have this amazing storyline, and they just need to incorporate it into the actual game more. Take a look.
She spoke about it all the time, about the first time terraforming, and wasn't going to work. and about finding the first exotics.
I'm just saying, doesn't it feel like a coincidence that they declared the planet uninhabitable just when they discovered the most valuable material in the universe? Weird, eh? Hey, I ain't complaining. I did okay out of it.
It was the exotics that killed the terraforming. Screwed with the enzymes. Then again, they changed everything. I mean, without the exotics, there never would have been a first cohort. Because it was all about the exotics. You find them, you sell them back at the station, you get more gear, you go back down, find more, drop, survive, and repeat.
On Icarus, a handful of exotics would get you a new suit, a radar, a rifle. But on Earth, it would buy you anything you wanted.
Don't you think it would be cool to get a little kind of tidbit of information after each mission that helps like progress the storyline a bit? Because I think it would be really nice to have that, especially if you're making us spend all this crazy amounts of time to grind for one mission only to rip all that stuff away the second you go back up on the ship. I think it could lighten that burden and that feeling of, you know, oh man, we just did all of this work and farmed up all this stuff only to have it gone. I think it could help that cause, but ultimately I think they need to do something with the way these missions work and everything disappearing. Yeah, it's just, it feels like too much work on some of these missions, to just lose everything you built on the planet. And I think ultimately the game will not survive long term with a decent population if you don't make some changes there. We'll see. You know, time will tell on that. Let me know what you all think in the comments. Happy to hear any feedback or ideas that you want to talk about here. So make sure to hit that sub button, get the notifications turned on so you know when I'm posting more content. And until next time, peace.